And now, here's some DC comic book news. Learn it, live it, love it.
It's the news that needs you. DC News, episode 85, Slurpitation Road.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for Bucefus!
Batman news. Well, it's DC news, but it's basically almost all Batman.
DC News
99.5%.
DC News number 85. It's an all Batman edition of DC News, and DC News is being brought to you by this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all new DC comics and all my Batman comics, all my comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. Get your hands away from me, son.
Are the new 52 going to be 50% off?
You betcha they are.
Because it's coming close.
As a matter of fact, if you go to the store's website before July the 27th, you'll see how you can save 45% off on all of the new DC 52s. But
some of those will be collectors.
We'll get to the store's website at the end of the news. But first up, we've got Batman news. And Tony Daniel's got big plans for Detective Comics.
Tony Daniel's been writing Batman for
right
a
after they
years.
renumber it.
Well, starting over at number 1. The problem is that Tony Daniel's never had to write a comic that had Bruce Wayne in it. Every time he's worked on the Batman books, it's been somebody else in the costume. Yeah. They either couldn't find Bruce Wayne or Dick Grayson's wearing it. Yeah. But his plan for Detective is to make the book more of a crime thriller noir instead of action adventure.
You mean a detective comic?
Well, no, I think Scott Snyder had it as a detective comic. This is going to be more, well, noir. Yeah, it's going to be darker. Okay. The first arc's going to show Batman on the trail of a new villain called the Gotham Ripper.
Oh, really?
We will also see the Joker, and Daniel says the plan is to basically do this book in short arcs.
Short arcs?
Which apparently is like the new DC thing. They want you to do stories in 3-issue arcs or 2-issue arcs or single-issue stories, and you can do short arcs. He also said his art's going to become even more dynamic. Bigger pencils or something.
Bigger pencil.
Bigger pencil.
Get him away from
He's using bigger pencils.
Get him away from the Spawn and look what happens.
Bigger pencil.
Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's Batman run will do what?
It'll be about Bruce Wayne and his relationship to Gotham City. For you
he
folks,
has a relationship with Gotham
City?
City?
I mean, if you were reading, well, you've got the what is it, Gates of Gotham, limited series going on right now, and then the entire point about his detective run was about Dick Grayson and the way that Gotham City behaved.
Yes.
So this will be about Bruce Wayne and his relationship with the city. Now we'll see some of Batman's supporting cast every once in a while, but the bulk of this series will be focusing completely and totally on Bruce Wayne.
Comic Book Man, it's like your relationship with Mount Greenwood.
Those drunken bums out there. Okay.
I have a love-hate relationship with Mount Greenwood.
Mostly hate.
How you have to keep
I love Mount Greenwood, and I hate myself for it.
How you have to keep buying new shoes.
Well, that too. Dark Knight. Dark Knight. What now? Dark Knight. When they redo the new 52.
Yes.
Okay, they're going to even though the third issue just came out as we taped this, they're going to restart it with number 1.
Yes.
So what's up with that?
Well, for one, when it restarts in October
with a new number 1,
David Finch is just drawing the book. He's not writing it anymore.
Oh well, that'll speed it up.
Paul Jenkins is going to take over the writing duties. In fact, Paul Jenkins wrote Dark Knight number 1, but the solicitations didn't come out in time. Though no, the renumbered one in October.
Okay.
He wrote the first issue when you.
Oh, that one. Okay.
When the solicitations came out, he's going to have it listed that Finch did everything.
Yeah.
Jenkins wrote the first one. He wrote the second one. He says that the basic problem and why Finch was so damn late was he'd come up with the idea, then he'd go to editorial, then editorial would think about it, and then they would come back to him with more ideas, and then he would work on it. And then he would start drawing it, and then they would say, no, don't do this, and so the book got off schedule. Because David Finch at one point, when he was doing Avengers, the book just shipped on time. When he was doing Moon Knight, the book shipped on time. So finally, someone at DC said, why don't we treat him the way he was being treated at Marvel when he started
Brilliant.
on time.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
Throw lit cigarettes at him?
Right.
The Huntress! The Huntress is returning to Gotham City after the new 52.
Yes, you thought that in September you had all 52 new books?
Yes.
No, there's more, kids.
Well, is this a regular series or miniseries?
This is a regular series. Okay. There are more new series coming out in October. Paul Levitz and Marcus Toe are going to be doing the Huntress series. You're going to see a Penguin Limited series by Greg Hurwitz and Simon Kodransky, for all you fans who read Spawn. And in the only non-Batman part of this, you're going to see the first issue of James Robinson's 12-issue Shade series. So yes, James Robinson is still working at DC.
Oh, well, okay. After they drummed him off every book.
Well, you know.
He must have an exclusive at Marvel.
He probably does.
Also coming back is Dennis Cowan and Paul Levitz on, of all things,
they're doing a 6-issue limited series called Batman Mortality, which will be set off and on during certain points in the character's past.
Yeah.
Now, Levitz was given Cowan stuff to work on. He didn't know what the hell it was for, but Kyle was drawing it. Then he get notes going, no, this should look like the Batman Year One outfit. And he'd go, why? Well, just draw it like that. Okay. Then finally they said, oh, it's for a limited series you're working on with Paul Levitz.
Why is it called Mortality?
It'll explore the 6 stages of death, apparently. Mortality.
6-issue limited series.
6-issue limited series.
Each issue will be a different.
I would assume that in each of these issues,
acceptance, grieving,
some character in the Batman universe will probably die in each issue.
I can't wait for the.
Well, that's 6 characters.
I can't wait for the
I don't think you don't have to kill off one character in every issue. You kill off one, and then you just follow Batman through the 6 stages.
Or he could be following, Mom and Dad's death in one, and then this stages of grief coming on after that.
Okay. Started the show off by saying that this is an all Batman edition of DC News, and it is. Bear with me on this. Jonah Hex's adventures will continue in All-Star Western. What does that have to do with Gotham City?
The series will take Jonah Hex and place him in Gotham City during the 1880s. He'll be working for the great-great-grandfather of Jeremiah Arkham. Now, unlike the same people who wrote the original Jonah Hex series are going to stay on it. But unlike that series, these will be told in linear arcs, not the one-and-done stories they were doing it. Yeah. And the book will only have one artist, Spirit's Moritat, because Spirit book got killed, and Moritat's hanging around with nothing to do. So they said, "Why don't you let him draw that?"
The not that it's related to this, but the First Wave stuff is dead, right?
Yeah, First Wave stuff is dead.
It wasn't in the July previews, but of course they had all the 52s in there. So I sort of thought maybe it might show up in the second one, since the 52 thing will be over with, and we'll be on to the second issues in the August previews, which hasn't shipped yet. But I've got a feeling that it's over and done.
Well, yeah, DC started to leak out certain amounts of information for the October solicitations, and none of the First Wave stuff is there.
Okay,
so it's gone. Oh, but also what happened? You know what really happened in that thing? You get the solicitations in September. Yeah. Then you get the solicitations in October, in the following month.
Right.
Wonder Woman's getting pants.
Great.
They're not her pants.
Great.
She didn't have pants apparently in the first issue. She's getting pants.
Does she wear underwear?
Oh, I hope so.
That'll kick sales way up.
I hope she's wearing underwear.
But she's hey kids, pants. It's a new Wonder Woman. So she has that fresh, clean feeling every day.
Yeah. So if you're wandering around the internet and you've got that illustration from the first cover and she's not wearing pants, save it because she's going to be wearing pants from now.
And
apparently everyone was worried about it.
And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more pants. But you can go to the store's website and check out all the DC news that he sends me. I post up. And yes, there is DC news on there. I've gotten the website straightened out. And newses, as you're watching this, have been getting updated quite regularly for some time now.
But when you updated it, were you wearing pants?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Wasn't wearing socks, though.
Not like now.
Hey, where's the store's website at? Hey, Jeff!
What?
Where's the store's website?
Where is it?
What's a website?
Oh, okay.
What are you, a Luddite?
Am I going to have to hold your hand forever? www.myalternatereality.com.
So, go to the store's website and check out all of his news that he sends me that I post up there, which Jeff can't find.
My Amish heritage?
Yes. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
This is Bo.
Saying.
Jeff's over there with a horse-drawn camera.
Bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.